Companies are starting to adopt a senior-only policy, meaning they only want to hire seniors and not juniors or entry-level developers. So how are you going to get into the job market in this case? What is up, developers? It is Mike here, and today we'll be talking about what I call the senior-only developer job market. Let's start. So as I described it, a senior-only market is where only experienced people with over 3 years of experience can find jobs to apply for. This is actually real, and the best proof you got is LinkedIn. If you go search for an entry-level job or a junior developer position, you will mostly find senior job offers and you will barely come across a junior one or a non-specified offer like just web developer. So here comes the question, why do they only want seniors? The most important reason is value. One senior developer can bring 3 times more value than 3 junior developers. This is due of course to the years of experience the senior person has compared to the juniors. That person would know how to write clean code, solve most of the technical problems a company has, lead other developers around, and basically do everything that a junior can do. And this alone is what the company wants. And this really takes us to another point, which is money. A senior developer will generate more revenue for the company compared to a junior developer. You have to understand that tech requires a lot of training and guidance, and hiring a junior developer will require upfront costs for training and mentorship. Also, juniors are more prone to making errors that could lead to costly delays or issues with the project. This financial risk is a crucial factor for the companies out there, and they prefer to invest in professionals who can deliver high-quality work with minimal supervision. These seniors will ensure a more predictable and profitable outcome for the company, and this is what they really care about at the end of the day. And when it comes to salaries and with the current inflation and how the job market is right now, the seniors out there are eating any salary they are given. With that, companies could hire a senior with around $400 on top of the normal junior salary, and that senior would accept right away. To take it in perspective, if hiring a junior would cost you around $1,500 a month and hiring a senior would cost you around $2,000, wouldn't you just pay that extra $500 and hire a senior that won't cause you any risk like a junior would? This is the sad reality, and I do really hate it. Other than the financial risk involved in hiring a junior, there is also the technical risk. Tech and coding usually is very sensitive, there's no room for errors here. The responsibility of a developer is huge. They need to handle the integrity, security, and functionality of the software they create. A single bug or vulnerability can lead to system failures, data breaches, or compromised user experiences, all of which can damage the company's reputation and result in permanent losses. Companies need developers who can navigate these challenges with expertise and precision, which is why they lead towards hiring seniors who have a proven track record of handling complex technical issues. These are the most relevant reasons for the senior-only market, but our job here is to know how to surf around this market even if we don't have the experience needed. There is a very important quote out there which is, "Fake it till you make it." So if the companies just want seniors, well, we gotta look like seniors. Now, faking it doesn't mean lying and pretending to be someone you're not, but you can get the experience needed to look like a senior without actually having those 3 years of experience in a previous tech company. Experience comes by practicing and learning, and if you're a fresh graduate, then this part is going to be a bit harder for you than a self-taught, as self-taught people learn mostly by making projects, so they have more projects and contributions than you. And in the coding world, projects and contributions count as experience. Let's talk about the top 3 ways to get more experience in this field. First is projects, and as I said before, if you are a self-taught, then you probably are doing that already. Projects is the easiest way to gain experience. Start building big projects and not projects that will take a week or 2. Big projects are a game changer and will give you an advantage over all other candidates. If you make a big project that takes you hours and hours of work every day, for a month or 2 or even more, you will master your field. Practical learning is the best and the quickest way to sharpen your skills. I personally learned that way. As I graduated college with 0 to barely any skills, I fully dedicated my time to making projects as much as possible. And that's how in few months, I got skills that would take a year or 2 for people to get normally. My first website was called CryptoRabic, a website for a crypto community I was involved in back in the day. I still remember that I learned front-end development in this project alone. We will have a full video about what projects you should build per tech field in the days upcoming in this course, so don't worry and keep your eyes on that video. Contributing is yet another way to gain experience. You might be asking, what is contributing? It is similar to internships, but easier and more of a short-term thing. Internships usually last 3 to 6 months, where contributions are task based. You just help a random person with a project or a specific thing. This is usually done through GitHub, and don't worry, we will teach you everything about this soon. It's also a great way to increase your circle and improve your networking. Don't ever underestimate the power of networking as a developer, as sometimes if you just know the right people and have the good connections, it can get you the job without the hassle of going through the normal application process. Finally, internships and entry-level jobs typically do not require prior experience, so even if you have never had a job before, you can still apply. By doing an internship, you will gain the experience you need, especially the one that is needed for companies, because you will be working with a team of developers, and that's exactly what other companies are looking for, which is great teamwork. So this is the current reality of the senior-only job market, and as I said, you don't have to worry about it too much if you work on yourself and follow this program carefully, as you will make sure you will look like a senior at the end of this course. Let's hunt your treasure together, and I'll see you in the next video.